By the time Barry went to collect the fish bones, Tom was long gone. Barry was still thinking about what Tom had said earlier on. He knew whatever Tom had been through was anyone's guess. Barry wasn't even sure if he wanted to find out. Barry had to stop at a signal to let another engine pass. The signal wasn't down yet, so Barry still had to wait. Presently, Lord Rathmore passed them. Barry, his driver and fireman could hear a strange noise. They didn't think it was anything to worry about, but they were still concerned. However, Lord Rathmore was having difficulty. The train seemed to be getting heavier, as he was losing speed.
What's happened?
Crew got out to inspect the damage. At last they found out what was causing the problem. One of Lord Rathmore's cylinders had failed.
Oh, for goodness sake, there's no way we'll be able to get the train to Brigton now.
Actually, we might be able to. Lord Rathmore, do you think you'll be able to pull the train with one cylinder? If you don't think you can, we'll arrange for another engine to help you to Brighton. But that could take hours.
Yes, I won't let the passengers down, and at least we'll save time. Besides, it will show those engines from the London North Eastern Railway what a proper engine can do.
Some of the passengers got out to see what was happening. The coupling rods that were connected to the failed cylinder had to be removed. Barry was coming along the line to collect the fish vans. His driver stopped him to see if they could assist. Barry's driver knew the timetable, and he knew another train would not be coming down the line for a few hours, so it was safe to stop for a short amount of time.
Are you alright? Is there anything we can do to help?
Yes. There's one thing you can do. We're going to try and get the train to Brighton on one cylinder. But when you see a signal box, tell the signalman to contact control to arrange for another engine where we hopefully get to Brighton.
There's a signal box close to the yard we're going to, so I'll speak to the signalman over there.
The crew put the coupling rods into the breaker coach, and some of the passengers helped.
Do your best. Everyone's counting on you.
Look, this is all well and good, but why did you have to put one alarm setting, Daddy?
Where else were we supposed to put them? At least you don't have to sit on the roof.
Fine, as long as I don't have to sweep the floor in the morning.
The guard went back to the coach, still grumbling. Once Lord Rathmore's wheels were sad, the driver opened the regulator. Lord Rathmore moved forward slowly, taking the strain in his tender coupling. His wheels were able to grip despite the loss of one cylinder, but his driver and fireman were anxious. It was a good thing that Lord Rathmore's sanding gear didn't fail.
Come on, I'll get the train to Brighton one way or the other.
The train was heavier than usual, but Lord Rathmore did not want to fail. He was determined to succeed no matter what it took. The driver had forgotten that Lord Rathmore, being a Patriot class, actually had 3 cylinders. Even so, Lord Rathmore had to work very hard. It was hard enough trying to move the train with one failed cylinder. The crew was relieved the cylinder didn't fail in a steep hill. Otherwise, starting again would have been impossible with a train as heavy as this. The B-12 Lord Rathmore encountered earlier was resting in a siding. but not for long. The B-12 jumped as soon as Lord Rathmore rocked it past.
What? I can't believe it.
He couldn't believe what he was seeing, and he did not like it one bit. He was annoyed because Lord Rathmore was moving the train with one failed cylinder and he knew it. At last they could finally see Brighton. Lord Rathmore was exhausted. He never had to work this hard in his life, and he longed for a rest. They were late by the time they reached Brighton, but the passengers didn't seem to mind. To Lord Rathmore and his crew, the station was a magnificent sight. To say Lord Rathmore was glad that he finished the journey wouldn't even begin to describe how he felt. Tired but triumphant, Lord Rathmore's satisfaction was indescribable. The passengers were grateful, and a news reporter took a picture of Lord Rathmore and his crew. The coupling rods were transferred over to a lorry. The guard was only too happy to help. The replacement engine then took charge of the train. It was lucky more than one engine was available. The station master was able to send for another engine to help Lord Rathmore. Lord Rathmore was too tired to move on his own, and he was grateful that another engine was available to help him to the works. Lord Rathmore wanted to tell the engine about what happened, but his voice was raspy even in his thoughts, so he decided to tell the engine another time. Long after bringing the new fish vans back to the harbour, Vi was doing some shunting, and then he went to the shed for a well-earned rest. As he slept, he thought about everything that had occurred, when another thought struck him, and he accidentally said it out loud in his sleep. Wait a minute! Trainz from Glasgow! I should have asked him about the Coronation Scot!
Who are you talking to?
Vi was woken up. He was surprised the yard's manager was standing there. I thought another engine was nearby. Vi just went back to sleep without saying anything else. He was embarrassed that the yard's manager actually heard him talking in his sleep.